A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move, the Trump administration has announced sanctions against Francesca Albanese, the United Nations Special Rapporteur for the West Bank and Gaza. This decision, made public on July 9, 2025, marks the latest attempt by the United States to silence critics of Israel's ongoing military actions in Gaza, which have now persisted for over 21 months. The sanctions come in the wake of a failed campaign by the U.S. to remove Albanese from her position, highlighting the contentious relationship between the U.S. government and independent human rights advocates. Albanese, an Italian human rights lawyer, has been outspoken in her condemnation of what she describes as genocide perpetrated by Israel against the Palestinian population in Gaza. Her allegations have been met with staunch denial from both Israeli officials and their American allies, who have provided military support to Israel throughout the conflict. The announcement of sanctions coincides with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's visit to Washington, where he is expected to discuss the ongoing war with President Donald Trump and other officials. The practical implications of the sanctions remain uncertain, particularly regarding Albanese's ability to travel to the U.S. for her work. In recent weeks, she has urged countries around the world to impose sanctions on Israel to pressure the state into ceasing its bombardment of Gaza, which has resulted in significant civilian casualties. Albanese has also supported the International Criminal Court's efforts to hold Israeli officials accountable for alleged war crimes, including Netanyahu himself. In a report released on July 1st, she identified several major U.S. corporations as complicit in Israel's military actions and occupation of Palestinian territories. Secretary of State Marco Rubio took to social media to denounce Albanese's actions, stating, "Ms. Albanese's campaign of political and economic warfare against the United States and Israel will no longer be tolerated. We will always stand by our partners in their right to self-defense." Albanese's report has ignited further controversy, with Israel's diplomatic mission in Geneva labeling it as legally groundless and an abuse of her position. Critics argue that her work lacks formal authority, as independent experts do not officially represent the UN. Nevertheless, they play a crucial role in monitoring human rights conditions globally. The U.S. mission to the UN has previously called for Albanese's removal, accusing her of perpetuating anti-Semitic rhetoric and bias against Israel. Israel's ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, praised the U.S. sanctions, stating that Albanese's actions have crossed the line from human rights advocacy into political warfare. This latest development is part of a broader strategy by the Trump administration to suppress dissent regarding Israel's actions in Gaza. Earlier this year, the administration initiated measures to arrest and deport individuals associated with pro-Palestinian demonstrations at U.S. universities. The ongoing conflict began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas militants infiltrated Israel, resulting in the deaths of approximately 1,200 people, primarily civilians. In retaliation, Israel's military campaign has led to over 57,000 Palestinian deaths, according to Gaza's health ministry, with a significant proportion being women and children. As the situation in Gaza continues to deteriorate, the humanitarian crisis grows more severe, with medical professionals and aid workers reporting that critically injured individuals are struggling to receive necessary care. Albanese has been a vocal advocate for an end to the violence, stating, "We must stop this genocide, whose short-term goal is completing the ethnic cleansing of Palestine, while also profiteering from the killing machine devised to perform it. No one is safe until everyone is safe." The U.S. sanctions against Francesca Albanese serve as a stark reminder of the geopolitical tensions surrounding the Israel-Palestine conflict and the lengths to which governments will go to protect their allies and suppress criticism. As the situation evolves, the international community watches closely, and the implications of these sanctions may resonate far beyond the immediate parties involved. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.